Hey guys, welcome to this channel, and in this video we are going to talk about how Chad's Wodaabe nomads find love. So before we begin, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel and like this video for more videos like this in the future. The Wodaabe tribe, a branch of the Fulani tribe and nomadic pastoralists, who are found predominantly in Niger and Chad in the Sahel region of Sub Saharan Africa. They speak Fula, which is not a written language. A large wooden bed, Suudu, is the most important possession of each family. When camping, it is surrounded by some screens. The women who carry calabashes as a status symbol, these calabashes are passed down through the generations and often provoke rivalry between women. The Wodaabe mostly live on milk and ground millet, as well as yoghurt, sweet tea, and occasionally the bit of goat or sheep. The code of behavior of the Wodaabe emphasizes reserve and modesty, patience and fortitude, care and forethought, and loyalty. They also place great emphasis on beauty and charm. Parents are not allowed to talk directly to their two firstborn children, who will often be cared for by their grandparents. During daylight, husband and wife cannot hold hands or speak to a personal manner with each other. At this festival, there are two groups of Wodaabe, the Suudu and Zapto. They are both scarred facially and on their bodies using razor blades and ash, and is then rubbed into the open wound. The result is a black tattoo, which is slightly colloidal. These sacrifications start with the very young children, and tattoos are added with time. The Zapto are more heavily scarred than the Suudu. These are perhaps some psychological difference too, with the Suudu being finer. Many have modest-like features, and they are all very slim. They dance endlessly at this festival with breaks when it is too hot. They have their own ancient rhythms, which are repeated over and over. They dance in circles and lines, and with their latter culminating in choices made by a small number of girls. To participate in the Gerewol, the girls must have menstruated prior to the festival. Effectively, when choices are made, the girls know they are going to have sex in the bush with the chosen Wadabe male, if the male accepts them. This may be a one-night affair or last for longer, sometimes culminating in marriage. Men may have a few wives, and as women do all the work, second or third wives are often seen positively by the first wife. If a husband is infertile, he may ask a fellow tribesman to impregnate his wife. Children are prolific and are seen as a sign of machismo, wealth and labor. Larger numbers help to offset high infant and child mortality. The Gerewol is an annual courtship ritual competitions among the Wodaabe Fula people of Niger. Young men dressed in elaborate ornamentations and made up traditional face painting gather in lines to dance and sing. Vying for their attentions are marriageable young women. The Gerewol occurs each year as the traditionally nomadic Wodaabe cattle herders gather at the southern edge of Sahara before dispersing south on their dry season pastures. At the end of the rainy season in September, the Wodaabe travel to Gal to gather salt and participate at the Kuresali festival at a meeting of several nomadic groups. Here the young Wodaabe men with elaborate makeup, feathers and other adornments perform dances and songs to impress women. The male beauty ideal of the Wodaabe stresses tallness, white eyes and teeth. The male beauty ideal of the Wodaabe stresses tallness, white eyes and teeth. The men will often roll their eyes and show their teeth to emphasize these characteristics. The Wodaabe clans will then join for their week-long Gerewol celebrations, a contest where the young man's beauty is judged by young women. The most famous gathering point is in Gal in northwest Niger, where a large festival market and series of clan meetings takes place for both the Wodaabe and pastoral Tuareg people. The actual dance event is called the Yake, while other less famous elements bordering over dowry, competitions or camel races among suitors make up the week-long Gerewol. The Gerewol is found whatever Wodaabe gather from Niger to other places. The Wodaabe travel in their transhumance cycle as far ahead as northern Cameroon and Nigeria. Their cattle are also seen as their wealth and they very rarely eat them. They do, however, trade them for other goods. Their animal husbandry is superb and there is always a very young, less than 7 years old herdsman. They grow up quickly in such a society. The girls may be young as 12 or 13 when they make their selections at the Gerewol. They have no formal education and their culture is still resilient to an encroaching outside world. They do not seem to suffer from malnourishment, yet they may only eat once a day and it is predominantly vegetarian using millet, milk and perhaps some other cassava or manioc. They are tall, slim and well toned with a life which is endlessly physical. As a tribe they perform the Gerewol for themselves, not for any visitors. Very few have ever seen this in Chad. More have seen it in Niger, but instability has curbed any potential tourism. There are only a few photographers and travelers there, but the friendliness of the tribe was universal, although quite a few were Sai, which is part of their cultural core. They are one of the Africa's ethnic groups with unique cultural practices and existence in Niger and Chad. They are nomadic cattle herders found in Sahel, a semi-arid region in the south of Sahara Desert that spread across several countries from the west to east of Africa. The Wodaabe speaks the Fula language and a subgroup of Fulani people who were spread across West Africa. Wodaabe means people of the taboo, which is believed to be the reference of the tribe's separations from the male Fulani culture. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, so make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this in the future. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.